Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at a case where a power-tripping police officer followed a vehicle for miles before pulling the driver over and then pointing a gun at the passenger who was simply recording him. On March 20th, 2023, three auditors were driving down the freeway in the same vehicle traveling from Colorado Springs to Denver. However, an officer, namely Deputy Kyle with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, was driving along on the same freeway, essentially side by side with the auditors. This was rather unusual since Deputy Kyle was technically driving farther out of his jurisdiction. Around 20 miles into the trip, the auditors were in the express lane going 70 miles per hour, which was 5 miles per hour below the speed limit because a slower vehicle was right in front of them. The auditors initially found it tough to overtake this vehicle, but soon managed to do so, and the auditor who was driving displayed a thumbs down, since going slow in a fast lane often leads to traffic congestion and is seen as inconsiderate. However, when Deputy Kyle witnessed this, he apparently didn't like the fact that the auditor wasn't going the same speed as everyone else, so he decided to keep a close eye on the auditors, and unsurprisingly pulled them over a few miles later, as soon as they re-entered his jurisdiction.
Northbound I-25 at Toma. I'll be on a silver Dodge. Alright, man. The speed limit is not 90. Sign that says don't cross those double whites. What? You passed me at well over 85.
I passed you down the speed limit. The guy in front of you was going 70.
No, my car paces it. Matter of fact, I was pacing that car until you passed me.
You guys were about 2 miles. It was going 70 miles an hour according to mine.
All right, and you're still not supposed to cross those lines.
Okay, so are we,
You got your license, registration, insurance?
not Douglas County.
You are in Douglas County.
Douglas County?
Yes.
Why would you be present?
But Deputy Kyle 0816.
This is Douglas County right here?
Yes, it is. From South County line to North County line is Douglas County.
Where you allege that you saw me going 70?
I saw you cross two double white lines, not once but twice, and it's on camera.
You're not in your jurisdiction yet.
I am in my jurisdiction.
No, you are now. Not there you
You crossed those past Toma.
can only pull me over if you see me commit a violation in your jurisdiction.
I did. For the last 10 miles, we've been in Douglas County.
So how far out?
What? Mile marker 163 is Douglas County line. You're at the 174. I need your license.
Apparently we're in Douglas County.
You can actually just show it to him, can't you?
That's what I'm gonna do.
You don't have to actually hand it to him.
You got the registration insurance for the vehicle? Can I have that?
In here?
Yes. All you have to do is display it.
Is this it?
I'm looking at to make sure that the VIN is correct on this truck. That is my right in a traffic stop. Okay?
That's fine. I didn't do anything, man. While you're tripping.
All right. Well, where's the insurance for it?
Relax. One thing at a time, bud.
You need to relax. This can go one of two ways. It can go very easy, or it can be very difficult and take a very long time. You can make it take a long time by not
You're the
cooperating.
one that's getting all aggressive and saying,
I am not getting aggressive. You're the one sitting here. I'm recording everything as well, too. All right? You're the one sitting here not wanting to cooperate with everything I'm saying. All right?
Hey, you know what? Actually, I read your policy. Douglas County, you guys are supposed to have insurance.
Not supposed to have what?
You're supposed to have a tip in.
I don't have a dip in.
Yeah, you do.
Alright. Where's the insurance?
Okay, so I gotta get the insurance on my phone.
Hang on the vehicle, I'll be back with you.
As seen in the footage, Deputy Kyle accused the driver of speeding and crossing a double white line, both of which are traffic violations that typically give law enforcement officers the right to initiate a traffic stop. In general, it's understood that, where typical traffic detention is concerned, officers must have reasonable suspicion that the driver or someone in the vehicle is committing or has committed a crime. In other words, for a traffic stop to be legal, police normally need an objective reason to believe someone has broken the law, though a minor traffic violation is usually enough. In this case here, the driver completely denied the speeding accusation of going 90 miles per hour in a 75 mile per hour zone. And this makes sense, since it would be illogical to assume that the auditor broke the speed limit while knowing very well that an officer was driving along. But when it comes to the illegal lane change, things were a little more tricky, giving Deputy Kyle the benefit of the doubt and assuming that the auditor did, in fact, cross a double white line. We can conclude that Deputy Kyle was within his right to pull the vehicle over just based on that. However, we can't rule out the fact that Deputy Kyle followed the auditors for quite a long time, and note that he appeared more and more agitated each time the auditor didn't hand the requested documents directly to him. This soon turned into aggressive retaliation, as you will see.
So he could probably get me for going into a double yellow. He's not getting me for no
Double white.
double white. Yeah.
Yeah, but he should be pulling over the guy who's holding up the traffic going 70.
Yeah.
Plus, when you called him out on going 90, he didn't try to push that any further. He went then to the double white.
Right.
He's gonna write me a ticket for something.
Oh, of course. Of course he is.
Yeah, because
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
he has to show you.
Shit, he's got the power. I'm cop. Did you hear what he says? You just follow what I'm doing and this won't take long.
Yep.
What an ass. Just do what you're told. Bow down, lick the boot, do
Yep.
what you're told.
Exactly.
Kiss the boot and this will all go away.
Just kiss this boot, just deep throat my boot, and this will all go
deep
away,
through
son.
the boot and it'll go away.
That's where we're at, the blue dot.
Yeah, the blue dot where it's sitting. That's where we're sitting. And I got the little town town that begins with L there, last curve or something. That way you can get exactly where you're at, and you can see if we're in, because it was way back there when you went by him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we definitely. That's why he didn't pull me over then.
Right.
That's
exactly right. So he was probably out of his jurisdiction.
Yep.
I bet you.
I'm allowed to get out of the vehicle too, right?
So why not?
Yeah, it's what's called something v. Mims. Pennsylvania v. Mims is the case law.
So we're allowed to get out, right?
You guys can get out. Pennsylvania v. Mims is the case law that says
Can we get out?
They have no control over you guys. Only me.
Can we get out?
Well, I don't know. Are you okay with
Yeah,
that?
Pennsylvania v. Mims.
Pennsylvania v. Mims. You ready?
This is the perfect time to discuss whether passengers can step out of a vehicle that's pulled over during a traffic stop. In the United States, the question of whether passengers can step out of a vehicle that's been pulled over during a traffic stop is largely guided by the Supreme Court precedent set in the case of Pennsylvania v. Mims. It was held that once a motor vehicle has been lawfully detained for a traffic violation, the police officers may order the driver to get out of the vehicle without violating the Fourth Amendment's prescription of unreasonable searches and seizures. The court reasoned that the government's legitimate and weighty interest in officer safety outweighs the minimal additional intrusion of exiting the car. However, it's important to note that this case pertains specifically to the driver, not passengers. The precedent for passengers is more directly addressed in the case of Maryland v. Wilson, where the Supreme Court extended the principles of Pennsylvania v. Mims to passengers, holding that officers may also order passengers out of the car during a lawful traffic stop. But what the auditors argued in this case was that these rulings do not mean that officers always have to order people out of the car, but instead they have the discretion to do so. And they also implied that when a passenger steps out, the officers don't have the authority to order them back inside. There is no question that this is a debatable topic, since no law specifically outlines whether passengers can step out of the vehicle during a stop. But regardless of that, what happened next immediately escalated the situation.
Yeah, I was gonna go record his vehicle.
Get back in your car! Get in the truck now!
Pennsylvania
Get back in the truck now.
Pennsylvania female. You have no authority on your
I don't know what's in that truck. I don't know what you're coming out with.
I have my hands right here. I don't want to get shot.
Copy, attention units, emergency traffic on Main, emergency traffic on Main at 1248.
I can't hear you with the
Step back in the truck so we can finish
I
this.
can't hear you. The wind's blowing. I can't hear
Step
you.
back in the truck so we can finish it.
What are you saying?
Step inside the vehicle.
He's got a gun out on me. He's literally got me at gunpoint. Huh?
I was about to go live.
He's got a gun on me.
This guy's a
You might want to go live. Go live. Please
Should
go
I?
live. Yes, please go live. Please go live. This guy just pulled a pistol on me.
All right, guys, so we went live. This officer just had it, J-Town at gunpoint. So now we're going live because this guy, like I said, is ready to shoot us, man. Ready to shoot
I
somebody.
definitely want to go put a complaint in now.
Oh, we're definitely putting a complaint in. That is crazy, ridiculous.
That is fucking nuts. Sorry. That is crazy. Freaking nuts.
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
too
had a
much.
cop point a gun at me before. That's the first time ever.
We've just seen Deputy Kyle pull out his firearm and aim it directly at one of the passengers who stepped out to record him. Note that pointing a firearm directly at a person entails the immediate threat of deadly force. This means that the act of pointing a gun should be perceived as the officer believing there is a risk of injury or death to themselves, other officers, or other citizens. Judging by this, we can likely say that a passenger stepping out with a mobile phone to record does not pose a risk of injury or death to an officer. By extension, it is most likely a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights for an officer to aim their loaded gun at you if the alleged crime is minor and nonviolent. It may also be a violation if you do not pose an immediate threat to the officer and you're not actively trying to resist arrest. Anyway, after the passenger stepped back inside the vehicle, Deputy Carl called for backup and several units promptly arrived at the scene.
Okay, you're code 3 now. So he's at where what's that place called? Like the trailer park.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I'm not even able to make it. He's past that road. I'm on the frontage right now.
You are on the frontage?
Yeah, you told me to take frontage.
Yeah, no, I wanted you to take frontage. Okay, you're good. I thought you were still on the highway.
No.
Okay, yeah, no, you taking frontage is good because you'll be right there. Because, like, Jazz had to go back to the 174 and flip around that way.
So am I, though.
That's why I was thinking you didn't. No, you shouldn't have to. You're going to take frontage and you're going to be able to go right to freaking Skyview. Copy, break 100 points.
I'm gonna have to go down this hill. Sorry, gotta go.
I love you, bye.
I just went live because I don't know if this guy is gonna shoot us or what. I grabbed my dogs. I got the dogs with me. Put them down here for safety in case he starts opening fire on us. This is crazy, man. Pulled a gun on us for getting out of the vehicle with a camera? That's it? Not pull a gun because we were like, you know, robbing somebody or something like that. No, because he didn't like it because I wouldn't give him my ID. I just put it to the window and then then he was trying to grab my registration. I pulled it back and he gets all, basically you better lick the boot and do as I say. This can go one of two ways, go easy or it can go hard.
Stop. Okay.
They all jumped out on me.
Oh. Copy.
Got put a gun to me. So.
Okay. I just came like this because I thought we were doing something.
Oh no, you're good.
There.
We might need it.
Okay.
I've been videotaping all times.
Okay.
Following this, as if Deputy Carl didn't have enough of retaliating against the auditors, he decided to unnecessarily exercise his authority by ordering the driver to step out of the vehicle just so he could hand him the ticket. As discussed earlier, Pennsylvania v. Mims made it clear that an officer can legally order you to step out of a vehicle as long as the officer has made a lawful traffic stop. But in this case, even though Deputy Carl was within his legal authority, we can easily say that this action may be seen as an abuse of power and an attempt to assert dominance over the auditors or anyone else who challenges his authority.
I'm going to speak to a supervisor.
Step out of the car. Step out.
Am I under arrest?
No, you need to step out of the car so we can finish this.
Why do I have to?
Because you're on a traffic stop, and I have every right to pull you out of this car. You are detained. Yes. By law, you're detained, and you have to step out if I ask you to. What?
Oh, I'm asking someone else. You're on a live stream?
That's fine.
Yeah, you got like 300
That's fine.
people in your...
Step out of the car for
And I
me.
want to speak to a supervisor.
You can contact my supervisor when we're done. Step out of the car. Mr. Cordova, step out of the car. I'm giving you a lawful order now.
Yeah, or you'll get shot.
Step back here.
Step out or I'll get shot. Is that what it is?
Well, you guys jumped out of the car on a traffic stop.
Pennsylvania v. Mims, you have no control over the passengers of the vehicle, man. All right? You understand that? That's case law. That's case law. You have no control over these passengers. You're going to pull your gun out on them? That's ridiculous, man. What's wrong with you?
Complied with me.
Get a sergeant out here now. Get a sergeant out here, Kyle, now. Get a sergeant out here.
Here's your ticket.
Give me a sergeant now. You pull your gun out on us? Unacceptable, man. What's wrong with you?
Contact my office if you want to speak to my
No, we're going straight there if you're not going to get a supervisor out here right now, clown. Pull a gun out on a woman because she gets out of the vehicle. She has a lawful right to do that.
It's all on
Pennsylvania v.
videotape.
Mims, you moron. You're done, buddy.
Okay.
You don't do that. What's wrong with you?
You can get back
Just
to
because
your
you're
car.
power tripping.
Okay.
You're a power tripping. That's what it is.
I'm not power tripping.
Yeah, you're power tripping.
Get
You want
in
to
your
pull your
car.
gun out on her?
Get in your car.
Are you going to arrest me if I don't get in? So if I get out, get back in? Which one is it?
I don't know what's going on in that car. I can't see through your windows. Do you want me to write a ticket for that too?
You're a tyrant.
What?
Name and badge. Can I get everyone's name and badge number and I'll get in?
Total tyrant. Unnecessary.
What's your name and badge number? 2030. How do you say it? How do you say it? What's his?
Name, badge
Am I
number,
going to get
please.
shot if I come out of the car?
Right now, before you get out,
So you prefer, or are you going to shoot me?
I prefer.
Okay, well, I want to.
Just because you're on the highway, it's not safe.
Okay, well, I'm going to get out.
I don't know.
I want your name and badge number.
Let's just go. They can sit on the shoulder.
What's your name and badge number, sir? 1718. And what's yours, sir?
Let's go. Let's go.
Ram 130.
Okay. And I want to speak to his supervisor.
What?
I
You
wanna speak
have
to
it
your-
all.
Huh?
You have it all.
I want your supervisor. Are you
I
refusing a
told you guys, go to
supervisor?
my office. You can get my supervisor.
So you're not going to give me a supervisor, but you're going to pull a
I'm not-
fucking gun on me.
Yeah, when you jump out of the car like you did, with
For
the
what
phone in
reason?
your
So
hand,
what
I don't know
reason
what
you pull
you're
a gun on
doing.
me?
I don't know if you have a gun or
Are
what.
you kidding me? I'm an American citizen. It's a Second Amendment right.
And how often does that happen? That people jump out with guns?
We are allowed to have guns, you know that.
We're allowed to have guns, just like you are.
Yeah.
And
But
that's-
we're
you
on
should
a
be
traffic stop,
And you know what?
and I don't know what's going on.
Supervisor, your policy is you have to get us a
If
supervisor.
you do not want to get back in your car and leave, I'm going to take you on obstruction, both of you.
Obstruction for
Where's the
what?
crime scene?
What?
Where's the crime
Right
scene?
here.
The traffic stop's over. I gave you the ticket already.
You can let me leave now.
Oh,
I'm not
I'm
gonna-
you right here.
Obstruction is a physical act. I'm not physically
There you
obstructing.
go.
Okay.
Gone you go.
right.
So you're going to refuse your supervisor.
Okay. Force of threatening to use
Here,
force.
step out of the way.
Standing here is not threatening you. There's no crime scene. The traffic
All right.
stop's over, man. You
Okay.
don't have to get me.
Shame on you.
right.
Shame.
My vehicle, man.
Shame on you. Tyrants.
Government 872QXK.
K9 unit 872QXA 1982. What is your name?
I already gave it to her.
I
Grego,
didn't, you didn't give
1718.
it to me.
Right there, Grego, 1718.
1981. 2105. This is Griego's. Is your Vic no good today? Dick? You're a big dick now? Dick? Tyrant!
Ultimately, the driver was cited for speeding and improper lane change. As expected, the auditor fought both charges in court, and the judge found him not guilty of speeding and guilty of improper lane change. However, this incident goes to show that the dynamics between law enforcement officers and civilians can sometimes be fraught with abuse of power and unnecessary displays of authority. In this case, Deputy Carl's decision to order the driver out of the vehicle solely to hand him a ticket appears to be an example of such behavior. And the fact that he drew a gun at a passenger for stepping out and recording simply goes to show that this encounter stemmed from retaliation. Not to mention how Deputy Carl allegedly followed the auditors for miles down the freeway. As of the date of this recording, no updates have been made in regard to a complaint being filed or a lawsuit in the works. Be sure to check out our previous video where we cover another outrageous police encounter.